super proud of you. How do they feel about you being in the big city by yourself, so far away from home? Because I'd say most people I meet, it's very common to stay with your parents all the way up until you get married. It's very normal here for even to see people in their 30s and still living with their parents. Back home, that's something that would be almost a little shameful. It's just different cultures. Like, you're 30, why are you still at home? But here it's very, very normal, and it's just a different... Hello, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Making It Abroad podcast. Super excited, have a special guest in the building, and she's also my first Vietnamese guest. A lot of people have been asking me to interview more locals, and I've been listening, so I've got my first local on, very special guest, introducing Hansen. How you doing, Hansen?
I'm doing very well. What about you?
I'm really good, thanks for asking as well. Hansen, why don't you give a quick introduction and tell the people something special about yourself?
Guten Morgen. I'm sorry.
Go on, you can do it in German. Yes, she speaks German, guys. That's pretty cool. Go on, I'll let you tell the people.
In German first?
Go for it.
Okay. Guten Morgen, ich heiße Nghi oder Hansen. Ich bin 21 Jahre alt und ich bin Studentin im 3. Studienjahr an der Deutschabteilung.
That's pretty cool, actually. So, you might as well tell them where the German comes from.
What do you mean?
Meaning, why are you speaking German? They don't know.
Okay, so I will introduce myself again in English.
Go for it.
Alright, so hello everyone, my name is Hansen. Or actually, you can call me Nghi, it's my Vietnamese name. I'm 21 years old and now I'm a third year student at the University of Social Sciences and Humanities, and my major is German Linguistic and Literature.
Yeah.
That's why I speak German.
Cool. Yeah. So when I first met you, I found out that you study German. Not only do you study German, but you speak it damn near fluently. I mean, it's fluent to me. When I hear you speak, it sounds super fluent, but you say you're not fluent, but I think you are.
Thank you.
What do you think?
You know what? When I tell another people that I can speak German, they was like, really? Why do you choose German? Because most people would choose English, Chinese, or Korean. No one think about German, and there are not so many people in Vietnam can speak German. You know that. And actually, in Vietnam, we have only 3 universities teach German.
Only 3 universities in the whole country
in the whole
German.
Country, and only 1 in Ho Chi Minh City
So
teach
what about
German.
the 2?
In Hanoi.
Oh, both in Hanoi?
Yeah.
Okay. You told me something interesting. You said to me that you think your German is better than your English.
I can understand German better than English.
You understand German better than English. What about speaking?
I think that speaking English is better than German.
That's crazy to hear that you feel like you can understand German better than English, because your English is really good. So imagine, guys, she's 21 years old. Her birthday was only last month. I met you when you were 20.
Yeah.
Fluent English, German, and Vietnamese. You have 3 languages under your belt at only 21. That's really, really impressive.
Thank you.
But okay, I have to ask the question, why German? So we know there's only 3 universities in the whole country that teach it, 1 in Ho Chi Minh. You're not originally from Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah.
We'll speak about that later. First, I just want to know, why German, of all things? It was so random when I heard that.
As I told you before, there are not so many people in Vietnam can speak German, right? And at that time, I thought that if I know something that other people cannot do it, I will have more chances, opportunities, so I can earn more money.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I choose German. And I found out that, well, actually at that time, most of my friends, also my family, they told me that I should learn English linguistic, and I realized that no, English is a basic thing that everyone can speak English. Actually, in Vietnam, I think so.
I don't know.
It's the basic things in Vietnam, because we study English from the primary school until we graduate high school. So, which means that we're studying for 12 years. So I think English it's a basic thing. That's why I think that okay, I should choose another language. And at that time, okay, so at first I think about Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah, because I found out that it's more popular. It's very popular actually. But I think that no, German is harder. So if I can speak German, I can earn more money.
So you just wanted to challenge yourself, or was it purely just to make more money?
To make more money, actually.
Yeah, fair
yeah.
enough. I respect the honesty. You know what, that's actually pretty smart and pretty strategic. You saw that, you looked at the market and you saw, okay, everybody does this. It's not that special. But if I do this, which not everybody does, I'll stand out. That was actually really clever. When did you first have that idea? You're only 21. When did that idea first come to you?
Let me tell you one thing, actually. If you met me when I was 14 or 15...
You look 14, 15.
I would tell you that, because of my dream at that time, I want to be a lawyer.
A lawyer?
A lawyer, yeah.
Okay.
I told everyone that I want to be a lawyer and I would do everything to be a lawyer at that time. But when I was 16 or 17, I don't remember exactly. But I realized that no, a lawyer is not for me. I don't know, but I just feel that. I can feel that. And at that time, I want to be an architect.
An architect?
An architect.
Okay. As in like IT or buildings?
No, building actually. Yeah. But my uncle, he's also an architect, and he know me very well, and he told me that no, I think that it's not matched with you. It's better if you are an artist, but like you can draw very well, but it doesn't mean that you can be an architect. It's very different. You used to study engineering, you know it, right?
I do.
Yeah. So I was very, what is that word? Confused.
Okay.
Yeah, I was very confused at that time. That's all. What should I do? What should I learn? What should I study? And I think about linguistic because my parents, they told me that if you don't know what to do, just do what you can do.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think about linguistic because I realized that yeah, I can learn English language very well. And yeah, that's why. And at that time I confused between Spanish and German. And I decided to choose German.
Okay, interesting. So take me back a little bit to school days. Were you always really good at studying English, or was that something that came later in life, or were you just always good in school?
Have you ever heard about gifted school in Vietnam?
Gifted schools in Vietnam? No, I haven't.
No. It's like for high school, we have gifted school, so you have to take the entrance test to
get in.
Yeah, to get into the school.
Is that for like really clever gifted kids? Okay.
So actually, when I was in secondary school, my parents they wanted me to get into English class in gifted school. So I can study English very well, but I'm not good at grammar.
No one's good at grammar. Even English people aren't good at grammar.
I can speak English very well. Yeah, I can understand it, but it doesn't mean that I'm good at grammar. Grammar.
Go on. So naturally, she actually speaks German better than English, so it's okay. If you feel to say the German, go for it.
Yeah. So grammatic. Yeah.
Correct. Makes sense. Oh, you know what? Actually, I feel like your way is better. I'm a teacher here, as you know. I teach English, math, and science. And a common theme I usually find is students are very good at the grammar. They're very good at the book work, the writing work, but when it comes to actually speaking and communicating, they struggle. You're the complete opposite. Clearly, everyone can see you're fine with communicating, and that's why we can do this show right now. And this is what I'm trying to show some of my students. Yes, passing an exam is great, it's good, but the main thing is, can you communicate in real life? So like you, I'm also interested in learning languages. I speak Chinese fairly well. Well, not so much now. I haven't used it in so long. 我好久没讲中文.
What does it mean?
It means I haven't spoken Chinese for so long.
Oh.
Yeah. But when I first started learning Chinese, when I moved to China in 2019, I just knew I didn't care about books. I didn't care about passing exams. Most people, there's a framework for learning Chinese. It's called HSK. Have you heard of it?
HSK?
HSK.
Yeah.
So with the International Language Framework, you know, you have A1, B1, C2. So HSK is the framework for learning Chinese.
Yeah, I know.
I think I got to about HSK 4, which is pretty advanced.
Yeah.
But I never officially took the exams. I just didn't care. My main thing was, can I speak to people? Can I communicate with people? So I didn't really care about the exams. I just wanted to be able to talk. Yeah, I don't know if you feel the same way with languages, or do you actually need the qualifications?
Well, I think it's depend on you. Like, okay, so like me, I study German linguistic, and my main major Hauptfach.
Hauptfach.
It's Methodik Didaktik. It means method of teaching.
Okay.
So which means that I will, after graduating, I will be a teacher.
Okay.
So I have to know very well about the grammatic, about the grammar,
Okay.
and also like I have to speak it fluently. Yeah, to teach German. But I remember that you told me that you used to learn German before, right?
Yeah, when I was in school, I think I was maybe 14 at the time. I can't remember any. Hallo.
Hallo.
Wie geht's?
Wie geht's?
Or wie geht es Ihnen?
Wie geht es Ihnen? Ja.
Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
Spreche,
Spreche.
actually. Yeah,
Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
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 Yeah.
You are a teacher, I can tell. Very strict with the pronunciation.
You too, actually. You're
Not as strict as you. I tried to practice some Vietnamese with her. I gave up because everything's wrong. Chào em.
Hello anh.
Em có khỏe không?
Em khỏe.
Em khỏe.
Anh thì sao?
Tôi tên là...
Anh tên là...
Anh tên là...
Yeah.
Tôi is too formal.
I mean, yeah, tôi is too formal.
Okay.
No one uses tôi here, actually.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Anh tên là Ramel. Em tên gì?
Em tên Nghi.
Em tên Nghi.
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 Yeah.
Cao Lê Tông Nghi.
Richtig.
Sao em đẹp tê?
It's a fact.
It's a fact. Do you want to tell them what I just said? We'll keep that between us. See, I'm learning Vietnamese, guys. I'm getting better. Alright, so cool. But you're right, though. It makes sense. You said it depends on you, whether you just want to focus on speaking or more focus on the grammar. In your case, because you're a teacher, you need both. But what's interesting is you already teaching. You're working as a teacher right now.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
Actually, I started teaching since I was in first year.
First year of university.
Yeah, but at that time I teach literature, Vietnamese literature, and English. English for student in primary school.
Primary school.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would teach them. Have you ever you know, CAT-PAT, right? CAT-PAT certificate, Cambridge.
Oh, Cambridge, yes.
Yeah, Cambridge certificate. So we have CAT and PAT.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would teach Cambridge program for a student in primary school.
That's really impressive, actually.
Yeah.
So you've been hustling for a while, and she works 3 jobs. You know, that's what she didn't say. 3 jobs plus studying. So I have a question: why are you working so hard? What's the motivation?
There are so many reasons. Yeah. So at first, the way that my parents educate me since I was a child is that they try to teach me how to be independent. Like when I can, because they always told me that I wanted to study abroad. I wanted to go to another country to learn, to experience.
Oh, that's something your parents told you.
Yeah.
It wasn't just something you decided on your own.
No, I wanted to.
But your parents support it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they want me to, because they want me to experience more. So that's why I have to be independent. Yeah, and I think that, have I told you that I have siblings? I have.
Yes.
Yeah, I have 1 brother and 2 sisters.
Older or younger?
younger than me. I'm the oldest in my family, so I think that I should have a job to, yeah. So my dad, he doesn't have to take care of me anymore, so they can take care of my siblings.
You know what? It sounds like your parents did an amazing job with raising you. And I've said this to you off camera, but I'll say it for everyone else. Your mindset is very different.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you know it as well. You're being humble. Honestly, I've had many guests, foreign guests that have been on this show already, and we share our experiences about life here in Vietnam. And I think most people will agree. I don't like putting people in a box because everyone's their own person and their own individual. But you do notice certain trends and characteristics here. And I can honestly say you're very interesting because at the base, you're very Vietnamese. You are. There's things very Vietnamese about you. But then also, you're your own person as well. Very unique. Like, since I met you, I wanted to connect with you because you thought differently, you speak differently. You're not very typical of most Vietnamese girls I've met at your age. Do you know that?
I can. I know.
You know it.
I know.
You know it. You're being humble. You see it. So I wanted to ask, in your friend group, are you friends with other girls who are as open-minded as you, or are you more like the special one in your friend group?
I think it's hard to answer because, yeah. But most of my friends, they are kind of open-minded. Okay. That's why we can communicate to each other. Yeah, and yeah, it's very hard to answer.
The reason why I ask, have you ever heard of this saying? There's a saying that we have in English is birds of a feather flock together.
No.
Never heard it.
What does it
I'm going to
mean?
teach you something now.
Okay.
The audience is like, alright, because we say this all the time in the Western world. Everyone's heard this. So, birds of a feather.
Bird of a feather.
So, birds
of
a feather.
A feather.
Flock.
I think I heard about it, but I don't
before?
really understand
Know what it means.
Yeah.
Basically, it just means we spend time and we hang out with people who are like us.
Ah.
Water finds its level. Naturally, you're going to spend time and find people who are similar to you. Birds of a feather flock together. That's why I asked you, in your friend group, are your friends similar to you? Or are you more the special one or the odd one out in your friend group?
You know, we also have that sentence in Vietnamese.
Oh, really? How do you say it?
Yeah. So, if positive, we have two sentences.
Okay.
So, positive is mây tầng nào gặp gió tầng đó.
Slow that down for me.
Mây tầng nào
Mây tầng nào
gặp gió tầng đó.
gió tầng đó
Gặp
gặp
gió
gió
tầng đó.
tầng đó.
Yeah. But in negative way is ngu tầm ngu mã tầm mã.
I'll save that for another
Oh
time.
yeah.
Teach me later.
I will teach you another time.
So there's two ways to say it. So in a positive way, so if you're hanging around good people, but if you say you have negative friends, they'll say the other version.
Yeah, but actually, we have another sentence. Đi với bụt mặc áo cà sa, đi với ma mặc áo giấy.
What does that mean?
The same.
Same thing.
Yeah.
But in what way would you use it? What's
Both.
the different context? Oh, that one's just neutral. You can say it for good and bad.
No, actually, đi với bụt mặc áo cà sa is positive way, but đi với ma mặc áo giấy is a negative way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Your parents must be super proud of you. How do they feel about you being in the big city by yourself, so far away from home? Because I'd say most people I meet, it's very common to stay with your parents all the way up until you get married. It's very normal here for even to see people in their 30s and still living with their parents. Back home, that's something that would be almost a little shameful. It's just different cultures. Like, you're 30, why are you still at home? But here it's very, very normal, and it's just a difference in culture. It's not good or bad. Family is so important here, and parents usually want to keep the children very close. Also, children want to stay close to their parents. So how do your parents feel about you being away from home and living here by yourself?
I think it's because of the family culture. Because, you know what? Actually, my parents, they moved out when they were 17 or 18 years old.
Moved from their parents' house?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like my
interesting.
mom, she lived in Ho Chi Minh City. No, she lives in Bù Ma Thuột.
That's your hometown?
Yeah, that's my hometown. And she moved out of her family, and she moved to Ho Chi Minh City when she was 17 years old.
Okay.
And my dad moved out when he was 17. Or no, actually younger.
Okay.
Yeah. So in my family, it's a normal thing. Like
Interesting.
it's the same with me and my brother, because we have to move out when we were 18 years old.
Okay.
And yeah, actually he's living in Ho Chi Minh City.
Your brother also lives in Ho Chi Minh.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I always say, guys. You do have the umbrella, which is like Vietnamese culture, but then you do have your little subsectors and your sub-pockets. For example, you just said it's not so much a Vietnamese culture, it's more that's my family culture.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, you know, your family's done things a certain way. Okay, I get a better understanding now of why you think the way you think.
What about the situation in your country?
In my country?
Yeah.
Well, in England, it's very normal for kids to move out of their home very early. And actually, in England, I'm not sure about America, we can leave school at age 16.
16?
Yeah, at 16. Legally,
high school?
Yeah. We
Really?
legally only have to be in school by age 16. After that, it's an option, it's a choice. So usually people will take a few different routes. We could either go to college or something called sixth form.
What is
Sixth is in the letter 6. Sixth form. Yeah.
I
So
never
sixth
heard.
form and college is similar. Sixth form is age, so how do I explain it? Age 17 and 18 in the high school that you went to. So you go to sixth form for age 17, 18. College, also age 17 and 18, but you go to a separate institution, not the high school you went to. Yeah, but that's optional. You don't have to do it. And again, yeah, very normal for people to leave home pretty early. It's almost encouraged. We push independence a lot more, I feel, in my country than here. I'm not sure whether that's good or bad. I see good sides and bad sides of both. I see advantages of both. What do you think about that?
Well, I think, okay, so for example, with my family, because my parents want me and my brother to move out when we were 18 years old, so they have to prepare for us, like prepare everything for us, like how to be independent, how to take care of yourself, how to get a job or something like that, right? Because yeah, I think it makes sense, but you cannot force your kid to move out when you didn't teach him anything, how to survive. Yeah, but I realized that some of my friends, they come from another city in Vietnam and they come to Ho Chi Minh City. They live alone here, but their parents didn't teach them anything to move out. Like they don't know how to deal with to deal with everything, every problem.
So they struggle a bit with independence. That's quite normal here. Let's dive in on the culture difference a bit more. So you're Vietnamese, but a little bit different. Your parents taught you a bit different. Would you agree or disagree that in general, people are more dependent here and they stay with their family longer? Is that true or false? I want your opinion as a Vietnamese person.
I don't really get it what you mean here.
So culturally, where I said in my culture, it's very normal for people to leave home early. Is that something normal here, or it's not normal? Like children will be more independent for a longer time. I want your opinion as a Vietnamese person.
So with Vietnamese person, it's not normal.
It's not normal to leave home early.
Yeah. Like me, when I back to my hometown, most of people, when they meet me and they know that I live in Ho Chi Minh City alone, they will say that, "Oh, really? You can do it? You are a girl." Yeah, you are a girl. So I was like, so what? I'm a girl. So that means that I cannot live alone in Ho Chi Minh City?
Interesting. When they say that, oh, you're a girl, and they're
Yeah.
super shocked with you being more independent and living by yourself, when they say that, do you feel like they're saying that in a more of a negative sense? Like, why are you doing that? You're a girl. Almost like because you're a girl, they expect you to be a certain way.
I think both,
Oh.
because so like in my hometown, most people will decide to get married
Very
after after graduating high school.
After high school?
After high school,
Okay.
when it was because in Vietnam we finished high school at 18 years old.
Okay.
So yeah, we after that we can get married, but I don't like it, and I decided to go to university. But most of girls in my hometown that will choose to study university in my hometown.
Okay.
So they can take care of their parents. They can live with their parents. But I don't like it. And actually, my parents, they told me that you have to move to Ho Chi Minh City because you can see that this is a very, very busy city, right? Yeah. You can get everything here. And my parents, they told me that you cannot be unemployed in Ho Chi Minh City. So move to Ho Chi Minh City, get a job, and live for your own.
Or in your case, get 3 jobs. Alright, cool. That's actually really dope. Your city, sorry, say the name again. Bun.
Mẹ.
Mẹ.
Thốt. Actually, there's 2 names of my hometown. First is Buôn Mê Thuột, and the second one is Ban Mê Thuột. Don't worry, actually, most of Vietnamese people don't know this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just told me something new. But there's something very special about your hometown that you told me. It's the capital of...
coffee.
Yeah, it's the Vietnamese capital of coffee. I didn't know that. And if you don't know, the coffee here in Vietnam is absolutely amazing. The taste is good, but it's also super strong. Seriously, you drink it, you are wired, you're up. So before, I could drink coffee at night time. It wouldn't really affect me. I just like the taste. But until I came to Vietnam, drinking the coffee here is super strong. I want to talk to you about the coffee culture a bit because you told me you think I'm crazy when doing this. A lot of Vietnamese people tell me when I get coffee, I've noticed everyone here, they drink it super slow. Sip, they sip, they sip. And everyone says you have to wait for the ice to melt because it's too strong. But me, I get it. I think, why is it so small? There's not enough coffee. I take 3 sips and it's completely done. And people look at me shocked like I'm crazy. Like, why are you drinking the coffee so fast? Is that because it's so strong? Or why do people sip the coffee so slow here?
I think one of the reasons is because it's so strong. Actually, it's stronger in my hometown.
Stronger in your hometown?
Yeah. And yeah, it's a fact that Juwin coffee comes from my hometown.
Okay.
Okay, so back to your question. The first one is because it's too strong. But the second reason is that you live here for more than a year, right?
Yeah,
so
just
I think
a year.
So I think that you can realize that most Vietnamese will work or study in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
So I think it's the second reason because when you drink it slowly, then you can enjoy it and you can enjoy your time at the coffee shop.
So it's
and I do the same thing actually.
So it's more just relax, enjoy, take your time. That's, as busy and as crazy as Ho Chi Minh City is, it's something I really appreciate about Vietnamese culture as well. People love to chill here. Everything's very chill. It's very normal to see people just chilling at the coffee shop, on their phone, playing games. As much as it's busy, there's also a very chill, laid-back culture here, which I do appreciate. Tell me a bit more about that. Would you say it's just Ho Chi Minh, or is that across the whole country, that very chill nature?
I think it's the whole country because, like in my hometown, we do the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we have coffee shop everywhere, and when you come to my hometown, especially in the morning, you will see that so many people will chill at the coffee shop. Like they will talk to each other in the morning. And then back to work. I think it's a culture here. But you can see that, we chill in the morning, but then back to work.
Okay, so morning you start the day off slow, chill, then it gets super busy. Okay. Interesting. So we've got the backstory. Now what I really want to know is when you first came to Ho Chi Minh, I can imagine it was so different from your hometown. Small town, super chill. But then Ho Chi Minh, as you know, this city does not sleep. There's always something to do. You can find 24-hour coffee shops open all the time. I like to say sometimes it's sensory overload, the traffic, the bikes, the noise. How did you find your time adjusting between from your hometown to Ho Chi Minh? How was it your first experience when you got here?
Let me tell you one thing, actually. If you ask me that where's my hometown, I would say that Buôn Ma Thuột is my hometown because I grew up there. But on my ID card, Ho Chi Minh City is my hometown.
Your ID card's hometown says Ho Chi Minh?
Yeah.
How? Why?
Because in Vietnam, your hometown, on your ID card, is the place that... because my dad, he was born in Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay.
So, yeah, my hometown is also Ho Chi Minh City.
So it's registered to where your dad's hometown is?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, and actually my grandparents didn't live in Ho Chi Minh City, so I came to Ho Chi Minh City every year.
Okay.
For my holiday, on my holiday. So it's not it's not new with me, because I came here every year, and because my parents, they wanted me to move to Ho Chi Minh City, so they prepare everything for me before. Like, okay, so how to survive in Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, they told me everything about Ho Chi Minh City. So when I first moved here, actually everything is not... Yeah,
it wasn't a shock.
Yeah.
It was normal.
It's normal with me. Yeah. But my friend is not. Actually, at that time, I lived with my friend, and they told me that they don't like Ho Chi Minh City because, yeah, in my hometown it was super chill, and you don't have... There's not traffic jam there. But yeah, you can see that in Ho Chi Minh City the traffic is crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah. So they don't like it, and they were really shocked at that time. But with me, it's very normal.
How's your feeling about Ho Chi Minh City? Is it a place that you really love or not so much? I know you said your friends struggled to adjust. It was normal to you to come here. It was nothing new. But how do you feel about the city?
I really love Saigon. Yeah. Well, actually, I just use the word Ho Chi Minh City with you, but with my parents or when I talk with my friend, we call it Saigon.
Well, you know what's interesting? Even when we talk offline, I say Saigon. I'm just saying Ho Chi Minh City because I guess because we're recording. But even in real life, I say Saigon as well. Okay, so you love Saigon.
Yeah, I love Saigon.
What do you love about it?
So at first, I feel like I can be myself when I live in Saigon. I can do everything I want because people are very busy here. They are too busy to care about other people. So you can do everything you want. You don't have to care about other people. And the second one is that I can see that there are so many opportunities for me here. Like, yeah, I can get a job. I have, big network. Big network. Yeah, big network. Yeah, and I have so many good relationships here.
You feel like you have more freedom to be yourself here compared to your hometown. Why is that? Why do you feel like you can be more yourself here and not so much back home?
So in my hometown is just a small city, and I feel like people know each other, and when I go out, I always meet my friend or people who know me, so I can't do anything. Okay, so for example, if I dress like this in my hometown, I will get in trouble with my parents.
Really?
Yeah.
Your parents don't want to see how some people dress where I'm from, trust me. I look at you now and I think this is absolutely fine. This is quite conservative to me.
It's not in my hometown.
Really?
Yeah.
So how do they expect you to dress? Like fully covered from head to toe? Interesting.
What about in your country?
No, this is very normal. I mean, this is absolutely fine. I don't see anything wrong with this. I think this is very casual, very elegant. Yeah, this is perfectly normal to me. Back home, no one would look at you and think, oh my God, what is she doing? So I'm thinking if your parents ever came to London, they might lose their mind. They'll be like, no, come back to Vietnam. You can't be here. That's super, super interesting. You said that your parents are from somewhere else and they've moved around. Where's your mum from originally and where's your dad from originally before they went to Boom Tech?
buồn mẹ
Buồn.
thuột.
Buồn mẹ thuột,
No,
sorry.
it's buồn mẹ. Buồn mẹ.
Buồn mẹ.
Buồn
Okay,
mẹ thuột.
before they went to your hometown, where did your mom come from and where did your dad come from? Because you told me one's from the north and one's from the south.
Yeah.
Explain it to me.
So my mom, she was born in Thái Nguyên.
Is that north or south?
It's in the north.
So your mom's
Yeah.
northern.
It's near Hanoi.
Okay, how about dad?
And my dad, he was born in Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, interesting. The reason why I asked and why I segued into this topic, I think you know what I'm going to say. So I found out something very interesting since I've been living here. I live in Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon. It's in the south. Nobody in the south has anything good to say about people in the north. They always say, oh, people in the north, they're super strict, they're arrogant, a bit rude. Whereas people in the north also look down on people in the south. They say things like, oh, they're lazy, they don't work hard. So I want to ask you as a Vietnamese person, because I'm not Vietnamese. I ask foreigners and they give me their opinion, but I feel like you can speak on it better because you are Vietnamese. Why is there that divide? Why do people feel so little of each other, north versus south?
I think because of the culture. Because we have different culture in the north and in the south.
It's very different.
It's very, very different.
How so?
So, for example, I live with my mom and with my parents in my mom's side. And because we come from the north, so they are more strict with the children.
In the north, they're more strict.
In the north, they're more strict. But in the south, it's not. They're very. What is it? What is that word?
Relaxed.
Relaxed. Yeah, they're really relaxed. Yeah, and this is one thing. Okay, so for example, let me tell you one thing. If you come to visit a family in the north, while they are having dinner, and they thought that, hey, come here and eat with us, it's not true.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not as inviting.
Yeah, they just invited because they are polite.
Just to be polite.
Yeah.
So they don't really feel welcoming. They're just trying to save face.
So in Vietnamese we have a word "mời lời."
Mời ơi.
Mời lời.
Mời lời.
Yeah, but actually when you come to the south and they told you that, hey, come here and eat with us, it's real.
And you think it's more genuine.
Yeah.
Interesting. I have heard that. Wait, mời lời.
Mời lời.
Is that the whole saving face culture? As in, what I mean by saving face, meaning you just want to look polite, you want to look good, but you might not necessarily actually feel that way. I find that's something very common in Asia. It's not just Vietnam. In China, they have this culture as well, very strong. They call it saving face. I can't remember the Chinese word for it, but everyone is so concerned with how they look to other people.
Yeah.
So it's all about looking polite, looking good, looking genuine, but how they really feel on the inside could be completely different. So that's very interesting. You say people more have that saving face culture in the north. Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? Because I learned German, and you know that German is very, very direct.
Yes.
Yeah. And when I visit Deutsches Haus, German house, you know that?
I know Deutsches Haus.
Yeah, Deutsches Haus. And I talked with some German there, and they told me that, I was really shocked when I first came here because, okay, so for example, in a meeting, when you have some problem with your colleague, they won't say it direct to you. They will say it in another way. And in German, we have a word that Gesicht bewahren.
Gesicht bewahren.
Yeah, Gesicht bewahren. Gesicht is your face, your appearance, and bewahren is like you try not to hurt other people.
Okay.
Like, so for example, when I make something wrong, you won't say it direct to me, but you will say it in another way, like to make me feel like that. Yeah, in order not to make me feel hurt. So it's not 100% correct, but yeah, you can understand it like that. So they were really shocked at first time, and when they work with Vietnamese, they have to try to not to be so direct. Yeah, and yeah, I think that I'm very lucky because I live in a country that people are very indirect.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
I
can say
learned
that
the and I learned a language that people are very, very direct. Yeah.
That's something I've noticed with working in a Vietnamese company. No one's really saying how they really feel. They
Yeah.
all beat around the bush. And I want to ask, what about you personally? What do you prefer? Do you prefer things more direct, or would you prefer people to be more mindful of how they say things? What's your personal opinion?
I would prefer direct.
You prefer more direct?
Yeah, and actually this is how I talk with my teammate.
Yeah, I know. Every time we talk, yeah, I don't like it. But I don't like it. No, I don't like it. You're very direct, which is actually something I quite appreciate about you. I really like that. So I noticed from day one I met you, super direct. You'll say things, yeah, but I don't like it.
But I think it's a good thing because yeah, it saves your time. If you don't like it, you just say that you don't like it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How do you find that other Vietnamese people respond to you being so direct, whereas most people here are not direct? How do other people in Vietnam respond to you?
Yeah, they will respond like I told you before. They are very indirect. They try to, in order not to hurt me, but when I talk with them in a very direct way like that, they will feel that they feel hurt. Yeah, some people feel hurt, and they told me that they feel like I'm very negative.
Negative.
And I was like, no, actually, when I say that I don't like it, it doesn't mean that I hate you. It's just I don't like it for real. I don't like it, but it doesn't mean that I hate you. I just want to tell you that don't do it to me anymore. Yeah. But with some people, they will feel that I'm negative and they don't like it.
I'm sorry you have to go through that, and that's just the difference in culture. But for me, coming from the West and with my mindset, that's something that I really, really appreciate about you. And I won't say exclusively everyone in the West is direct, because we also have people back home who beat around the bush too. But I also prefer direct communication. And I feel like it's not so much important what you're saying, but how you say it. You can be direct and still be polite, and I feel like that's something people don't understand here. If you're being direct, straight away they think you're negative or you're rude, and no, it's not. I'm just telling you the honest truth. I can still tell you directly and politely. You can have both. Yeah, so it's really interesting here. So moving on, I wanted to ask you, hopes for the future. You're studying at the moment in your final year, doing German. You said that your parents always pushed you to move abroad. Is that something that's in your plans for the near future? What's your idea regarding that?
Well, I'm thinking about I will move to Germany for a master degree.
You do want to go experience living in Germany, okay?
But actually, I realized that I just want to experience. I want to move abroad, but it doesn't mean that I really want to move to Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved to Germany because I study German, and if you don't know, we don't have, because we are international students, so we don't have to pay for the tuition fee in Germany.
So moving to Germany, you don't have to pay for the tuition fee.
Yeah, if you study in German.
Ah.
But if you study in English, you also have to pay it. But if you can speak German and you can study in German, you don't have to pay for it.
Interesting. What about other German countries German-speaking countries such as Switzerland or Austria? Do they have the same thing where it's free tuition? No, still have to pay.
Yeah,
okay.
Only Germany.
Only in Germany. So it's not necessarily you really want to go to Germany, it's just more the opportunities there.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think that might be a good idea. I mean, if you could take it, why not? Is there any specific city in Germany that you really would love to visit? And why? Yeah.
Oh, actually, my favorite Germany is not in Germany. It's in Austria.
Austria.
I really like Austria.
Interesting.
Because in my major, because we learn in German, so we had to learn about the cultures, and we're speaking German-speaking country.
German-speaking countries.
Yeah, like Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. We have to learn about the culture of these countries, and we have a language we call it Landeskunde.
Landeskunde.
Landeskunde. We will learn about the geography, the culture. Oh, actually, everything about that country, and we learned about Austria, and I had a presentation about Salzburg. Have you heard about?
Of course, I know Salzburg.
Yeah, I talk about Salzburg.
I knew before we talked about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So I really like Salzburg because, yeah, and actually I like Austria because I feel like it's more peaceful, and yeah, I like the landscape beautiful. There.
It's
yeah.
absolutely gorgeous. I've been there before, and I really do hope that for you that you can
What
go visit one day. Oh, years ago, I was perhaps 15.
15?
When I went 15, I went with a school trip. So like I told you, I used to study German when I was in high school. So we had a school trip to Austria. German speaking school trip. So I got pretty fortunate. That's how I ended up there. It's gorgeous. The palaces are amazing. People are friendly. You'd love it. It's cold though. Be warned, it's very cold. Not your version of cold, because you will say it's cold outside, and I'm thinking, my God, it's lovely, it's still warm, and you're wearing a big jacket. Speaking of which, I gotta ask you, you're Vietnamese, what is it with people here? The sun is blazing hot, but everyone's dressed like a ninja. You got your hood up, big jacket, trousers, mask. Why? It's so hot, but everyone's still wearing so many clothes.
Because we, like most girl in Vietnamese, we like white skin.
Yeah, it's a beauty thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't want to be.
Don't wanna get tanned. Yeah. It is what it is. Look, I always say on this channel, know yourself, be yourself. So I don't have any problem with hearing it. It is what it is, and it's not just Vietnam. It's across Asia actually. China, Korea, Japan. It just is what it is. And I see a lot of foreign people complain about it sometimes, but people are different and everyone has different beauty standards. So tell me more about that. So here in Vietnam, the girls, they prefer to have whiter, fairer skin. It's just a preference.
Yeah, so our beauty standards has white skin, long hair, especially black hair.
Yeah, white skin, long hair, but black hair.
Yeah, black hair. Don't do nails.
Don't do nails.
Don't do nails.
But everyone's got their nails done here.
Yeah, but yeah. So with Vietnamese, okay, black hair. Don't do nails.
Really? That
don't
one
put
surprised
a lot
me.
of makeup.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, those two surprise me. Everything else doesn't surprise me. Black hair, long hair, white skin makes sense.
Because you live in Ho Chi Minh City.
So Ho Chi Minh City is just a little different, but the rest of Vietnam. Don't do nails, don't do too much makeup.
Yeah.
Interesting, that makes sense. Similar to London, I always said London is not the UK. You have England, but London's just its own thing. It's got like its own culture. So kind of the same with Ho Chi Minh. You have Vietnam, but then Ho Chi Minh is just a little different. The standards are different. Okay, interesting. Because everyone I see here has got their nails done and lots of makeup. Maybe a nose job. It's common here. It really is. Interesting. All right. What else? How about in Vietnam? Do you get a lot of body shaming here? Is there a certain frame you have? Really?
Yeah.
The reason I ask is because I'm thinking about this from a Western point of view. What's the ideal look for a Vietnamese girl? Is it to be more curvy or is it to be super skinny? What's the ideal body shape for a Vietnamese woman?
Do you believe that I used to be body shaming? Yeah.
Yeah, I would actually. I teach, and some of these kids can be mean to each other.
Yeah, I still remember that when I was in high school. I didn't really like my face at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like my eyes. I don't like my nose. I don't like my lips. Yeah, I don't like anything on my face and on my body. Yeah, and my old friends at that time, they talk a lot about my forehead. Yeah, my lips. Yeah, everything. Like, they just don't like me, and I realized that it happened a lot in Vietnam. Yeah, and especially with a girl, ideal body is it has to be super skinny.
Super skinny. Which is really interesting because in Vietnam you get slim girls, but I find in Vietnam naturally Vietnamese women kind of curvaceous. They're slim with curves. I don't see many girls that are just stick thin, super skinny. So it's very interesting that that's the ideal standard here, but I don't see many people who are completely stick thin. Naturally, they have more curves than other Asian countries. For example, in China, girls are naturally very, very skinny. But why do you think that is, that people want to achieve that look? Do you know why? Or is it just something they just feel it's more beautiful?
I think so.
Really?
But actually, when I get older, I don't really care about it. Yeah. When you meet me, if you meet me 2 or 3 years ago, you will see a very different girl.
Really?
I wasn't confident like this. Yeah, I told you I don't like my face, I don't like my body, I don't like anything about me. And it took me a very long time to realize that, okay, so just be myself. Why do I have to follow that standard?
Respect. What changed? Like, what happened or what changed in your mindset that made you feel like you could start developing that confidence to truly love yourself and be yourself? What changed?
I think because I moved to Ho Chi Minh City.
Change of environment.
Yeah, I changed the environment because so I have a friend group, old friend group. Like with them, the standard body is like super skinny, long hair. Yeah, that they have a standard body, but and when I didn't follow that, they will tell me so many things like, no, you have to be like this, like this, like this. And when I moved to Ho Chi Minh City, I lived with them for about 3 months, and then we had a very big conflict, and I left that house. I moved out, and yeah, I changed I changed the house, I changed the environment. And at that time I realized that, no, why do I have to follow it? And I told you that I feel like I can be myself in Ho Chi Minh City because no one really care about you. They are so busy to care about other people. So yeah, I feel like actually no one really care about you. So just be yourself. Why do you have to change because of other people? And at that time,
Respect.
changed my mindset.
Big respect to you. On this channel, I say over and over again, you have to know yourself and be yourself. But you can't be yourself unless you know yourself. And you touched on something, you said something really, really important. You said you felt that you could change your mindset and develop that confidence after you moved away, that change of environment. And I think the best and quickest and easiest way to get the results or get the change you want to see in your life is a change of environment. I've experienced that myself. Living in the UK, I felt not satisfied with life. I wanted to do more, and I wanted more for myself, and I didn't really have the best self-image. But with changing my environment, moving to Asia, it forced me to grow. It forced me to change my mindset. And like you, I had to figure things out. Going on holiday somewhere and living somewhere is very different. So similar to you, even though it wasn't abroad, but leaving your hometown, you've always been to Ho Chi Minh. Your family lives here. But this was the first time you had to come live by yourself and figure it out. It's very different. So I do agree with her. Sometimes it just takes a change of environment for you to really force yourself to grow, and you can see those changes you want. Respect. I want to touch a little more on some of the social dynamics here, and before we move on to a different topic. You told me something super interesting offline. You don't have to go in detail, but I think this is super interesting for the audience in terms of the dynamics here. When it comes to the world of dating, you shared with me that when you often speak to a lot of Vietnamese men and you share that your dream is to go abroad and live abroad, that would often turn dudes off and they won't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
I found that super, super interesting. Why do you think that is? It could be anything. It's nothing to do with your mindset. Nothing. Well, maybe it is actually. Nothing to do with your looks. Nothing to do with the way you talk. Nothing to do with the way you treat them. They get turned off when they hear you want to move abroad. Why is that?
I think there are so many reasons. For the first reason is that most guys in Vietnam, they want a girl who will be at home, take care of the kids. And I still remember that once of my ex, he told me that I don't want you to study abroad. Why do you have to study abroad? Because you will be my wife and just stay at home, support me, take care of our kids. You don't have to study that much.
Okay.
And I was like, why? I mean, because I'm a woman, because I'm a girl, so I don't have to study. I won't say that it's wrong or not, but it's very on it's depend on your mindset. But yeah, because with them, because you are a woman, you don't have to study that much. Just stay at home, take care of the kids.
How did that make you feel when he said that? Because hearing other people say it's whatever, but somebody so close to you, you know, this is your partner, it's your boyfriend. How did you feel when he said that?
I felt like, yeah, this man is not for me. And I decided to leave because I think that you should find a man who will always support your goal. Yeah, and if they don't support your goal, leave and find another. It's not for you. And yeah, it's not wrong, but I feel like most guys in Vietnam, they don't want to have a girl who is better than them.
Who's doing better than them?
Yeah, they will feel insecure.
Ah, so it wasn't so much.
Yeah.
So it was more just scared that you would outperform him and do better than him. It was more an insecurity thing. I'm so glad you came on and shared your experience because I've noticed this myself and I've spoken on this many times on this show. But it's very different me seeing it as a foreigner here versus you who's a local. So I really appreciate you coming on and just giving your experiences as a local. That's really amazing. So separate question on the back of that. What is your ideal man then, if you have one?
So at first, I'm sorry.
Whatever you're into. I'm joking.
So at first, he has to always support my goal. Yeah, because with me, I always support my man to do everything he wants, and I want to we grow together, not to grow apart. So if you don't support my goal, I will leave. And the second one is that I would date a man when I can see that I can see the future in that guy. Like, okay, so it's not about smart or not. It's about it's hardworking. Yeah, hardworking. Like, I like a man who is really hardworking. Like, he's supposed to be busy. Yeah. Because like me, I have 3 jobs, right? I have 3 jobs, so I don't want a man who is more free than me. Like that. Yeah, and good personality. Good sense of morality is very, very important.
You know, it's so interesting hearing you say that because here in Vietnam, when I first got here, it's so funny that you mentioned that. When it comes to the dating thing, I've noticed that a lot of Vietnamese girls, they love attention and they quite enjoy, and you said this to me regarding some of your friends, they like knowing that their guy's there, just constantly there all the time. So with you saying, you know, I like a guy who's busy, I like a guy who's working, in my experience being here, that's actually worked against me. So because I'm always busy and because I'm always working, and that doesn't mean that I don't make time for her, but I've noticed with the mindset here in general, at least in my experience, being busy, being working actually ended up being a turn off for most girls here because I didn't have the time to give them all the attention that they wanted. So this is where I said you're very different, and you know it as well. You're like, no, I don't want no guy who's got nothing going on. So that's actually really interesting. But do you find that is common that most girls here think differently from you. Like they actually want a guy who has the time to just always be focused on them, or no? What's your opinion as a local?
Yeah, I can see that I'm very different from another girls because like my friends, they will like a guy who can be there 24/7 for her. Yeah, but with me, I don't really like it. Okay, so I need you to support me, and if I need something, I will tell you, and I know that that guy can help me with that. So yeah, if you want a man who can help you, who can solve most of your problem, no, all of your problems, you have to accept that. Yeah, he's busy because yeah.
Come on.
I think it makes sense, right?
Thank you. Respect.
Yeah.
With you working so hard, 3 jobs and studying, firstly, respect. I have so much respect for your grit, your grind, and your hustle. Honestly, like, it's really amazing and it's admirable. Would you find that that would be a threat to like the average Vietnamese guy seeing you that you're working so hard?
Yeah.
Really?
That's why I can't talk with the Vietnamese guys because when they told him that, oh, I have 3 jobs and I will, no, not it's not I will. In the future, I'm gonna go to another country. I'm gonna study abroad, and they feel insecure. They feel like, no, I don't have time for them because I'm so busy. Whenever they text me and what are you doing? I'm working, and they was like, no, they feel insecure, and yeah, I think this is the reason why they don't want to talk with me. And the second reason is that because of the culture, they think that because I'm a girl, I'm a woman, women don't have to study that much. Yeah. And you know what, in my hometown, when I told them that yeah, I study in Ho Chi Minh City, they told me that why, you are a girl, so and your mom here, you should be here to take care of her, get married. Yeah, why do you move? You don't love your mom. And I was like, what? Because I love your mom, so I moved here. Yeah, I don't want her to work that much. So
Respect to you.
yeah.
And let's just make it very, very clear. She's not saying that she doesn't like Vietnamese guys. It's just the mindset she's making very clear that doesn't match with her. But you know what? You're very brave. Thank you for coming on here, sharing your experiences. And before we wrap up, let's just touch more on the part of you that is very Vietnamese that you do love. So you've introduced me to some pretty interesting food here. Wait, what's that one?
Bún bò.
Bunda. No, not everyone knows bumba. Well, maybe not the international audience, but here, bumba. No, the one with the really stinky sauce. The
Bún đậu.
sauce. Bundao.
Bún đậu mắm tôm.
Bundao.
Bún đậu mắm tôm.
Bundao mum tom.
Yeah.
That one's really nice, actually. You said that's your favorite.
Yeah. But actually, I really like noodles.
She loves noodles. She eats noodles every day. If you talk about stereotypes, then she eats noodles every single day, which is actually funny, but you do love it. Give us some of your favorite foods for the audience who don't know much about Vietnamese dishes.
So
Everyone just knows pho. Give us some of it.
bún bò.
Bún bò.
I know that when you come to Vietnam, most people will recommend you to eat pho, right?
Yeah, most international people
yeah.
mostly just think of pho when it comes to Vietnam.
No, but you should try bún bò.
Bún bò.
Bún bò, bún riêu.
Bún riêu.
Yeah, bún riêu. Bún đậu. Yeah, bún đậu mắm tôm.
And bún is noodles, just to be clear.
Bún is noodle.
So
But
you can see noodles is everywhere.
But we have so many types of noodles in Vietnam.
Different types.
Yeah, we have bún, hủ tiếu, bánh canh, mì, phở.
And it's all different. You know, you're right, because the texture is different, the shape, the look is very different. Do you have a favorite?
My favorite? Bún bò.
Bún bò.
Yeah, I really like bún bò. I told you I can eat bún bò every day. Yeah.
Bún bò is a bit more flavorful. Alright, she's gonna disagree, but this is from a foreigner's mindset, how to describe it. I don't want to say it's like pho, because you'll be like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
But just for a foreigner to describe it, think of pho, but a lot more flavor. A lot more flavor, a lot more spices.
Yeah.
I like com tam. I like rice, man.
Cơm tấm.
Yeah, com tam, the rice dish. I like rice, man. How do you feel about com tam?
I like it too.
Yeah.
But I like cơm tấm in Saigon, not cơm tấm in my hometown.
It's not as good?
It's very different.
Really?
Yeah, you know, whenever my mom comes to Ho Chi Minh City, they always tells me that buy cơm tấm Saigon for me. Cơm tấm Saigon. Yeah, it's very different. The flavor is different.
Interesting.
Yeah.
In terms of living in Ho Chi Minh, so guys, there's many different districts, different areas of the city. Ho Chi Minh is a massive city. What different areas have you lived in so far, or have you only been in the same district the whole time?
So I used to live in Bình Thạnh.
Bình Thạnh.
But actually Bình Thạnh is very big.
Yes.
And my first place when I first moved here is in Bình Thạnh, but it's next to District 1. It took me only 5 minutes to go to my university. So my university is in the center
D1.
of D1.
Okay, D1 is the center of the city.
Yeah, so it took me only 5 minutes, so it's super close. And yeah, then I moved to another place. It's also in Bình Thạnh, but it's more far.
A bit further away.
Yeah, far. Yeah, it took me around 10 minutes to go to District 1.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still near D1, but now I moved to Gò Vấp.
Gò Vấp, which is up north of the city. It's like the most furthest northern part of the city.
I don't know. I just know
Yeah,
this.
it is. It's like very north of Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah.
It's far. I mean, it's close to me here, so I'm in Tân Binh. Not Binh Tan, Tân Binh. It's the district where the airport is, so the main airport in the city is Tân Binh. You can literally see the airport from my balcony, and it's close to Gò Vấp. Am I saying it right? Gò Vấp?
Gò Vấp, yeah.
Gò Vấp. It takes about 10 minutes to drive there.
Yeah.
So it's a massive city. Do you have a favorite district?
My favorite district? I think it's Bình Thạnh.
Binh Tan.
Yeah, I really like Bình Thạnh because I feel like you can have everything in Bình Thạnh. Like in my own house, it's near the market, near the center of the city. Near D1, D3, Phú Nhuận. Yeah, it's very convenient. So I really like Bình Thạnh, but the rent there is so high.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I've noticed that as well. Maybe because it's such a popular district.
Oh yeah, and there are so many university there. So it's
makes the rent go up. Makes sense. All right, there's something we haven't shared with the audience that I think is super interesting and cool about you. Guys, she's 21 years old. Even before then, and she already is a black belt in Taekwondo. So I met you when you was 20 before just so she get shied out. It's actually something to be super proud of. So let's just talk about that quickly before we wrap up, because I thought that was super interesting. And this is why I always say, you guys know I do martial arts, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, started with boxing. You just don't know who's who. You have to be humble. Look at her. If you looked at her, you wouldn't think that she could kick your head off. And I've seen her kick. She's legit. So let's talk about that quickly. So when did your Taekwondo journey start?
I started doing
German. Okay.
I started doing Taekwondo since I was 9 years old.
9 years old.
Until 19 years old. So for 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
How did that journey begin?
It's not randomly actually. Most of my parents, they did Taekwondo before.
So your parents did Taekwondo also?
Yeah, and they realized that this is for girls actually, because we use kicks more. You can see it, right?
Kicks more than hands.
Yeah, kicks more than hands. So they want me to study it, and at first it's because for protect myself. Yeah, but at first I don't really like it. I want to study. I wanted to dance or sing. Yeah, but they told me that try it for a month, and if you don't like it, okay, I don't force you anymore. You can do everything you want. And I tried it. Yeah, and I tried it for 10 years.
Nice. And you also not only just trained it for fun, but you have competition experience also.
Yeah. For 6 years.
6 years of competition experience.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really, really amazing. You're the real deal. If Hansen gives permission, guys, I'll post some clips here of her doing her taekwondo in competition. She's shown me offline privately. She's actually amazing. You got a really aggressive style with the videos you showed me. Like, you look so calm and chill, but the moment you're in competition mode, you're going for it. And I think it's really, really cool. It's amazing. I wanted to ask, do you feel like doing taekwondo from so young did anything for helping you develop the confidence and the mindset you have now?
Yes. Actually, taekwondo taught.
Or if you're taught, I'm English, taught.
Taught?
Yes.
Okay, so taekwondo taught me a lot. Yeah. So first one is about the behavior with my coach, with my teammate. Second one is the confident, because if you want to get into a competition, you have to be confident about yourself. You have to trust yourself. And I was very lucky that I remember that at that time I trained it for 3 months. No, not 3 months, 6 months. Yeah, and I got blue belt at that time. And my coach, he chose me to get in that competition. Yeah, so my first competitions is when I was 9 years old.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 9 years old. And I got silver medals. Yeah, and it developed me a lot because it's, what is it called? Inspired. Okay. Inspired me, because at that time I didn't really believe in myself.
Oh, it motivated you.
Motivated. And and thanks my coach, because he believed me, he trusted me, and he gave me that chance to get in that competition. Yeah, and
Respect. Do you still practice now or not so much?
No.
What was the decision to stop training?
So the first one is that have you watched you know MasterChef, right?
Of course, Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay. When I watched MasterChef or Hell's Kitchen, I realized that everyone, they have the old passion about something. Like, they like cooking and they really like cooking. But with me, although I trained Taekwondo for 10 years, but one day I realized that it's not really my passion. Yeah, I train it because I'm really good at it. That's it. And I feel like, no, I have to... I think that I have to stop it and find my old passion, my real passion. And this is the first reason. And the second reason is that I don't really have time for it anymore. Because I want to... when I moved to a different city, the club is very far from my house. It's more than 10 kilometers. I have 2 jobs at that time.
I understand.
Yeah, I had 2 jobs at that time. So I remember that time I woke up at 4 a.m., went to work, then went to school until 5, then went to train from 5 to 10 p.m. every day. I know, actually not every day, but almost every day.
Days,
And it was a lot with me. I couldn't handle it. So I think that no, I should stop it here. And at that time, so many people, like most of my teammates, they told me that they feel regret about it because I trained it for 10 years. I can do more with it. Like I can get into a competition. Or maybe I can be a referee. I can learn to be a referee. But I said no, because I feel like I don't really want to do it anymore. Like in the future, I don't want to be a referee. I want to be a teacher, so it's not support me anymore. Yeah, I would still support my coach, support my teammate, but I don't want to do it anymore. And if you don't know, sport in Vietnam is very, very... I won't say that it's terrible, but like us, when we get into a competition, we have to sign in a paper that we accept all the risky. in in that competition. And I still remember that when I was in secondary school, we got into a national competition. Yeah, and most of us we got gold medal, but yeah, we have to pay for everything in that competition. We don't have any investment. Yeah, investment from my hometown, and I feel like, wait, I brought you gold medal. I brought you, achievement, but we don't have anything. So I feel like no, that's enough. And yeah, and we have to accept the risky. It's unfair.
So you felt like you wasn't getting much back from all the work you was putting in.
Yeah. And I feel like if at that time I had a chance to get into the national team, but I denied it because I feel like no, yeah, it's not a bright future. Like, yeah, it will be a bright future if you can get into a competition, you get gold medal. But what if you don't have the gold medal? If you don't get the gold medal, you go, yeah. And at that time, whenever I get into a national competition, I don't have time to study anymore. Like, just focus on training. I don't have time to study, and I feel like no, it's not a bright future, so I denied it. Yeah, and actually in Vietnam, people just focus on football, male football, not female football. Yeah, they invest a lot investing. Yeah, they invest a lot for male football. You can see it, right?
Yeah. It's similar back home. It's slowly changing, and they're pushing female football and female sports more. But yeah, it was quite similar back home.
Yeah.
And you know, massive respect to you. And I feel like your mindset and the way you think encompasses and embodies everything that I promote on this channel in terms of, one, know yourself, be yourself, but also two, can you give yourself permission to be who you really want to be? And I find a lot of times people get held back and stuck in life because they're worried about what their parents might think, what society might think, the thoughts of other people. And they have deeper passions or things they want to do, but they don't pursue it because they're so worried about everyone else. Whereas you gave yourself permission. You said, you know what? I had my time with Taekwondo, those 10 years. You loved it. It taught me a lot, but it just doesn't serve me anymore. And I think a lot of people struggle with that. It doesn't mean that you didn't love Taekwondo. It doesn't mean that, you know, you regret the time. It clearly gave you a lot in your life, but it just doesn't serve you anymore. And I think that's very brave of you to recognize that and make that decision. So big respect. So with that said, Hansen, thank you so much for coming on. You were amazing. Thank you for sharing your insights, your mindset, and your culture with us. Any last words for the audience? Invite them to Vietnam.
Okay, so at first I would say that just be yourself, do everything you want. And you know what my parents always tell me? Other people, they don't give you food, they don't grow you up, so you don't have to care about them.
Respect.
Just do everything you want. Yeah, and if you have time, no, it's not have time. You should visit Vietnam once, especially my hometown. Yeah, and try coffee there.
Respect.
Yeah.
So guys,
Hansen tak.
Amazing. Guys, there you have it, the lovely Hansen. And like we always say, and like she just told you, know yourself, be yourself, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.